Sorry about that. Our microphone wasn't on.
So we were sitting here talking about nothing.
Yeah, but every bit of it.
Since you just sat here in silence watching nothing, you're now listening to David Rowe and my buddy here, Mark Miller, and we're opening some boxes here in the Goblin Traders.
Zendikar Resurgent, or tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any to your mana pool of any type that land produced. Draw a card as an island.
Alright, let's go ahead and jump to the next pack. Just going to go ahead and cut to the chase here. Alright, we have a Sylvan Advocate. Pretty solid card.
I actually really like that card. I think it's going to be a pretty hot dollar card.
Do you think it'll have much of an impact in Modern?
Not in Modern, no. Standard is probably going to be pretty good. Alright, our next pack, we have Rose Bushwhacker, Birthing Hulk. Try to get that to where everyone can see it. Bailout Null. And then we got a Crush of Tentacles. This card is one of my favorite mythics.
Same.
This thing's going to be pretty good in Standard and Modern. Then we got a Forest.
Yeah, I definitely think that we'll be seeing Crush of Tentacles in some of the older formats, not just in Standard. Alright. So, just going to go ahead and cut to the chase here. Alright, we have a Matter Reshaper. Now, I think this is one of the more interesting cards to come out of this set.
Angle a little bit further. There you go. Angle it up. I don't think the camera likes you, Dave.
No, the camera does not like me. Which is why I'm behind it, not in front of it.
Alright, the next pack. We've got Prophet of Distortion. The camera just a bit, see if we can get some focusing going on. Oh, I see what's causing the problem. It's Nissa's face. There we go. Thanks a lot, Nissa. And thanks for my hand. Alright, Prophet of Distortion. Devoid draw card. Strider Harness. Void Grafter. This card is going to see a lot of play. Standard, Modern, might see Legacy. And then we got Vile Redeemer. I'm not too big on this card. I do like the 3/3 with Flash, but it's not that great.
Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of implications outside of this Standard, in my opinion.
Grip of the Royal. Unity of Purpose. I can't read what that Immobilizer Eldrazi.
And Oath of
Jace.
Alright, we had our first of the Oath cycle from the new set.
Not super excited about those. They seem very lackluster.
I enjoy the flavor of them, but unless you're playing Super Friends, they're not going to do a thing for you.
Alright, now we got Ruling Waters. Come on, camera. Don't do this to me. I'm on focus. Focus, please. There we go. Then we got another Strider Harness. We got a Havoc Sower. This thing's actually pretty good. I like it.
I like it. It's...
Then we have another the Sylvan Advocate. Followed by an island. Daggone.
Well, to be fair, we are probably messing up the pools a little bit by us pulling from two different boxes at the same time.
Oh, yeah, 2 boxes at the same time.
That'll probably change the results a little bit.
That will happen. Read off the cards, bud.
First one we have is a Birthing Hawk. Then we have one of the Black-White allies from the set, Cliffhaven Vampire. Mind Melter.
That
and
thing's
for the
good.
rare, we have one of the rare lands from the set, Ruins of Oran Reef. Nice little combo piece concerning colorless creatures. Not a terrible card.
I really like that card now with Devoid being a thing.
And...
Ooh, a Foil Mountain. I actually really like that card.
Yeah. If I remember right, wasn't this the most expensive art from the original
yes,
card?
it is the most expensive.
So, not a bad one to get a foil of.
That was pretty nice. Could have been a expedition, but, I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
Take what you can get.
Embodiment of Fury. I think this card's going to be real good soon. Embodiment of Insight. Hey, there's 2 embodiments right in a row. This one gives Vigilance. Bailoff Null. I think this would be good in, like, maybe Commander. Nothing too much else. And then a Wandering Fumarole. I love this card. 1/4 blue-red elemental for 4 that you can switch the power and toughness. I do hate that it does die to any kind of removal. Like Lightning Bolt or a Gut Shot. Just kills this thing.
pretty much look at it the wrong way and it dies.
Yeah, and then we got a slip through space foil. I love this card, especially in like Storm.
It did very well for me in sealed, so I can definitely say that I'm a fan of it. My only complaint is I wish it was instant speed.
Yep.
Alright, on to the next pack. We have a Reckless Bushwhacker here.
I love that name, Bushwhacker.
Yeah. Bailoff Null, Immobilizer Eldrazi, and a Fall of the Titans.
I love this card too. This one's going to see a little bit more play in Standard than it will Modern. But still, it's kind of like a almost Banefire.
Right.
It only hits 2 creatures or players, but that's still good enough to be like a premier removal card.
Yeah, I think it very well could find a home in Modern. It just depends on how someone wants to run that burn deck.
Alright, now we have a good reprint from the original Zendikar. The Grasp of Darkness. 2 black, -4, -4. Come on, camera, don't do that to me.
Hold it farther back.
Oh, come on, you know you love me. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Actually, I think I know what the problem is. The glare off of the camera, or off the TV in the back.
Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually.
Alright, Grasp of Darkness. Meandering River. Wall of Resurgence. This thing is stupid good. For 3 mana, get a 0/6 and a 3/3 land. Okay. And then we have a Deceiver form. This card's pretty bonkers.
That card was one of my MVPs during one of the sealed events during pre-releases. Combos insanely well with Nissa.
Just think about that in Commander with like just anything that has an attack effect. Super good.
Yeah.
And then we have a foil Plains. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that's gorgeous. Alrighty.
Well, that makes 2 foil basic lands.
2 foil lands. I mean,
One thing I love about the Deceiver forms, before we go ahead and move on to the next pack, I love that the trigger isn't when it attacks, it's at the beginning of combat.
It's the beginning of combat, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, man.
So you don't have to have attackers declared or anything. You can let the results show before actually deciding. So we have one of the little tap dual land cycles there. I'm not a huge fan of those, but get your mana fixing wherever you can. A Flare Drone. Stone
This
Forge
card's
Acolyte.
real good.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's super good.
Alright, and a Seagate Wreckage. I'm not a huge fan of this card personally. I mean, it helps whenever your hand's empty, but other than that...
Having your hand empty and then having to pay 3 minutes to draw only 1 card, it doesn't seem worth it.
Well, when your hand's empty, you'll pay any amount of mana you have to draw a card. So, I mean, I don't think that's a particularly strong arguing point.
Well, I don't know. Alright, then we have Timber Gorge, little dual lands. Then we have Visions of Brutality. This card's pretty good. I really like this card. Alright.
It's...
Can't block,
Yeah.
deal damage. Ruin in Their Wake. Search your library for basic land, reveal it, might put that card into your battlefield tapped if you control wastes. Oh, then we have an Oath of Nissa. I think this is the best oath that we have so far.
I'll agree with you there.
I want to see Tron play this and play. What's his name? Nicobolas.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
I want to see that real bad.
Alright, so on to the next pack here. We have one of the uncommon colorless creatures, Walker of the Wastes. I think it's a fairly strong card. The issue that we saw a lot of times during the pre-release weekend, however, is in Sealed, you don't see that many Wastes.
Well, that's in Sealed. In Standard, we're going to have enough to do it with.
Right. And then we have Immolating Glare, one of the better kill spells from the set. Devouring Flames. I think it's a decent burn spell.
I do like it, but I wish you could hit an actual player with it.
Correct. And
Inverter of Truths. That thing is bonkers. I love that we can now have a dredge kind of deck now, and then play an Inverter of Truth on turn 4, and get pretty much our entire deck back.
During the previous weekend, I referred to this as my win/deathcon. Either once I get it out, I kill you, or within 5 turns, I die from decking myself.
And the fact that it has flying, that sells a...
and it has a very big body on a low cost.
You just got to make sure you get enough stuff into the graveyard first. Alrighty, Make a Stand. This card is a blowout in Limited. I'm pretty sure I've seen so many people die to this card.
I actually didn't see a single game with it.
Step
However, I
glider.
imagine you're right.
Alright. Ruin their wake. There's another one of those. I love the Devoid. It's so good. Then we have Endbringer. This thing is great. Untaps every untap step. Tap deal damage. A waste. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. Pay 2 waste. Tap draw a card. It just gets out of hand real quick. And then we got a Swamp on the back lane.
I love the Endbringer to death, but every time I look at it, I think of what a lot of people have been saying about the colorless for this set, which is, I'll take Color Bleed for 500, Alex. On to the next pack. Have a Kazul's Toll Collector here. I actually didn't see this.
I seen it once, and it didn't really do very much.
Alright. Have a Harvester Troll as well. Malakir Soothsayer. And Overwhelming Denial.
Oh, this card has me all happy.
I am a huge fan of this
Modern
card.
loves this card.
Yes.
This is like, can't be countered, and if you play something beforehand, it just becomes a counter spell that can't be countered. Super good. And if not, you can cast it at Force of Will mana.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not really losing out on much.
I was hoping to get the camera to focus.
Yeah, the camera's being a little finicky. Alright. Spatial Contortion. This card is great, especially on Storm Chaser Mage. Is that what it's called? Storm Chaser Mage?
Storm Chaser Mage.
Yeah, it's like +3, -3 until end of turn for 1 and a waste. Man. Bombs of Mortality. This thing is going to ruin Boggles. Drawing a card for 2 when it enters play, and then you get to pay a green and they lose hexproof indestructible. Yep, you're okay in my book. Devouring Flames. We talked about that just a second ago. And then we have Goblin Dark Dwellers. I don't think this card will see play in any format.
I don't
other than like draft.
Not at that mana cost.
Just getting to cast a instant or sorcery for 3. I mean, I would just rather do that than pay the 5 to play this thing.
Like, the effect is fine. The effect on it's fine. However, the cost is a little too pricey.
That's 5 for a 4/4. That's not too terribly bad.
Alright. Got another Grasp of Darkness here. Another one of the dual tap cycles. Another wall. And a Remorseless Punishment.
This card is... I don't know how I think about it. Like, it's good if your opponent has no creatures and no cards in their hands.
You have to play a very controlling deck in order to get the desired effect. That's the only problem I have with it. The effect is great. However, there are too many ways to get around it.
I mean, yeah. I just don't like the cards that you have to rely on the board already being in your favor to get good effects out of it.
Exactly.
Prophet of Distortion. Here we go. Devoid 3 and a colors, draw a card for 1 mana.
I'm a big fan of that
Chitinous
card.
Cloak. I don't like this. 3 cost, equip 3, +2/+2 menace. Just doesn't seem like it does enough. Flaying Tendrils. This card saved my butt in limited. It was so good.
I'm surprised I never got hit by it.
Oh, it's so good. Like, the fact that on death, the triggers don't work because it exiles instead of dying, it's so good. And then we have an Eldrazi Mimic. This thing, I mean, it's a 2-drop 2/1, which is great by itself. Mm-hmm. But let's just say you play Endbringer, it becomes an Endbringer. Well, power toughness wise, it's pretty good. I like it.
It's not bad. It's especially good in sealed, though, provided you have the colorless bodies to go with it.
Yeah, and then we got a Swamp.
Alright. We have another Make a Stand here. Got another wall. Void Shatter.
That card is great. I love the
Void Shatter.
I love having Dissipate in Standard again.
And we also have Linvala.
Oh, man.
I like Linvala, but to go ahead and cut to the chase, it's kind of a worse Thragtusk.
Well, here's the thing. The Thragtusk token that it left behind, Thragtusk left it behind whenever it left the battlefield.
Right.
This one gets it when it enters the battlefield.
However, you have to have less creatures.
That's true. Also, the fact that it's in white, you don't get that kind of effects in white very often.
Right. Now, the effects are very good, provided that you're behind. This can help stabilize or get you a little bit ahead if you're just barely behind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad by any means. I'm a big fan of the card.
That card can save your life.
Absolutely.
All right, we have another Grasp of Darkness. We got another Timber Gorge. I love the dual land cycles.
I love dual lands, but I'm not a fan of these ones.
This one's pretty good. A 2/3 for 3 that you can pay 6 and support 2.
Yeah.
That it kind of reminds me of the Silencia Evangel back from original Ravnica.
It's not bad. It gave me some problems.
We have a Deep Fathom Skulker. This one kind of reminds me of like Edric on steroids.
Kind of, yeah.
Being able to give a creature not being able to be blocked or can't block, and when a creature you control does combat damage to a player, you draw a card. I like it, and a 4/4 body to go with it.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. And then a forest to go with that.
All right. We have Pyromancer's Assault here. I don't really know what I think about this one.
Well, I mean, the second spell turn, I don't think it's going to see any play. Just being a 4-mana enchantment that doesn't do anything.
Correct.
But, if you're playing like a control deck with it, maybe. There's 2 spells per turn, correct? Or your second spell per turn?
Yes.
And then you can actually get some damage.
Now, with some of the allies that came out in this set, for example, Weapons Trainer, do you think we'll see any type of ally archetype decks in Standard?
Oh, yeah, you will. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 drop allies that this guy just makes bonkers. Plus, now you have the Reckless Bushwhacker that you could play Weapons Trainer, then a Bushwhacker for 2, and swing in for a lot of damage.
Right.
On turn 4.
And if nothing else, ignoring this creature's ability, it's still a 3/2 on a 2 cost.
It is.
That's a very big body for a low cost.
It is.
And then for the rare, we have another Goblin Dark Dwellers.
You sound so disappointed.
I am.
Alright, we got another Spatial Contortion. I absolutely cannot express how much I love this card.
It is fantastic.
Immobilizer Eldrazi. Iona's Blessing. This one I don't know about. It doesn't seem like it's going to make any kind of impact.
It's useful and limited. That's about the only thing I can say for it, I believe.
And then we have Eldrazi Displacer, the one that everyone's talking about for all the infinite combos in Standard. I actually had someone tell me the other day they found another infinite combo in Standard with Eldrazi Displacer.
I'm not surprised.
But I don't know what it was. But
came so close to getting the infinite combo and Two-Headed Giant. Got both the combo pieces outside of the Displacer.
Oh, man. This thing's so good.
Alright. Have another blue-white dual lands. Alright. Cyclone Sire.
See, this one, I don't understand why this one was printed. 5-drop for a 3/4 flyer. Then when it dies, you get another creature on it. That is really good. I don't know what I can say about this card that just does not say for itself.
Right. Ha! Tears of Valakut. Couldn't come back to this plane without mentioning Valakut.
I hated Valakut the first time.
I like Valakut. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of this card. Now, obviously, under certain conditions, it's fantastic. 5 damage for 2, you can't ask for more than that.
Well, this seems like a real good card against, like, Ochitai. Like, that's, whenever they swing, you shoot the 5 at them, can't be countered.
Yeah.
It seems like that's going to tear down Ojitai's real good.
Yeah, throwing uncounterable on anything instantly makes it that much stronger. And then for the rare, we have another one of the animated lands.
I was really disappointed with this one. A 2/2, like, with Death Touch.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a 2/2 that gets for 3, but I still like the 1/4 that can change to a 4/1.
Right.
The Wandering Fumarole. It just seems a lot better to me.
Well,
this one seems like it would just be sent out to be blockers.
I mean, sometimes that's all you need from it. And then the problem I have with the Fumarole is more expensive for a 1/4.
Well, its ability doesn't cost anything to do.
True.
Alright, we have Submerged Boneyard, the blue-black double land. Another of the Void Shatter. I'm so glad this page's back.
Yeah.
Thought Harvester. Let's see if we can get a little focus going on here. Yeah, apparently not. And then we got Stonehaven Outfitter.
Try holding it farther back.
I'll try. Equipped creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature you control dies, draw a card. Like, they tried to make another Skull Clamp on a creature, but they didn't quite do it.
Alright. Have another Grass of Darkness.
I love that in Limited.
Yes, it's fantastic in Limited. Got another Draga Auxiliary, and we have Captain's Claws.
That is good. This turns any of your creatures into a what's his name from Theros? The cat.
Bramaz.
Bramaz, yeah.
A Bramaz for allies, basically.
Basically, yeah. It's pretty good.
So, if you're running allies, and you're short that one ally to get that rally trigger, that cohort trigger, throw out Captain's Claws on anything.
All you have to do is swing.
Yep.
Alright. We now have an allied reinforcements. This one's pretty good. Make two 2/2 white knight allies. Yeah. And this is Judgment. I really wish this was an instant speed. Like, if this was instant speed, I would run this in standard.
Yes.
Then we have Reflector Mage. This thing's so good.
It is fantastic.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have flash. So most of the time, that creature's owners can't cast spells of the same name this turn, or until your next turn. Oh, I didn't read that correctly. I'm bad at magic. That's actually really super good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, okay.
One of the best uncommons out of this set.
See, I
but
thought
then again, this set has better uncommons than average, I would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, the new 2-block system, Bearer of Silence. This brings back memories of Gatekeeper and Malakir. Like, it's cost one more,
Yeah.
but man, I loved Gatekeeper, and this one will probably do just as well.
Yeah.
And it's a flyer.
Yes.
Super value.
Flyers for 2 are always good. Then putting a sack effect on it, can't get much better than that. Have another Spatial Contortion. Bonds of Mortality. Barren Flames. And another Eldrazi Displacer. So, nothing new to see from that pack,
That's not
unfortunately.
bad. I'm just trying to give you all a little bit of the meat and potatoes of these packs. You got a Kazul's Toll Collector, Embodiment of Insight. I think that it might see play. I don't know. Misses Judgment, as I said, should have been an instant. Call the Gatewatch. Unfortunately, in Limited, this is so bad.
Yes.
But it may be in Standard if we can get a Planeswalker Super Friends deck going on. This will be sought after.
I
real
imagine
bad.
between Modern and Standard, there will be a Super Friends deck hit at least Tier 2, if not pushing on Tier 1.
They're all going to be running Elspeths.
Yep.
Because no one runs Gideon anymore.
Correct. Got another Chitinous Cloak. Pyromancer's Assault. Another that good 2-drop. And we have a Dread Defiler.
That one is super good. I wish it didn't cost 7.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with it.
Like, if it didn't cost 7, I would run it. Even at like 5.
Yeah.
5 and be like a 3/4, I'd run it every day.
The effect is fantastic.
That's super good. Alrighty, now we have another Cliffhaven Vampire. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Flare Drone. This one's actually really good too.
I'm a big fan of it.
3/1 first strike for 3. Thank you, Wizards. Malakir Soothsayer. I wasn't too happy with a lot of the vampire allies. I like the one that made the 2/2 zombies. That was about it.
Right. I imagine we'll hit that here eventually.
Overwhelming Denial. Another one of these counter spells. Thank you. And then we got Plains.
Alright, with this pack, we have one of the better support creatures, the Relief Captain.
Yes. I don't want to say that I wish it said support 2, but I kind of did. Just because at 4 mana, it seems a little early to support 3. But, I mean, later on in the game, that can be alright.
Yeah. And then in Limited, this thing is insane.
Another thing is I don't like about it is with the support, you have to put it on another creature. You can't put it on the same one.
Correct. You can't give it any protection or double up. Have we covered the Havoc Sower? I believe
I've seen one. I don't think we said anything about it. There we go. Now you can actually see the Visions of Brutality.
Yeah.
That one is pacifism on steroids.
Yes. And another of the colorless lands from this set. Based on what I've seen, this might actually be a lot more relevant land than I originally expected.
How so? With the Void, I don't
With
think
the
it's.
Void.
With the void, that's fine, but I don't see any.
Well, it has to be devoid. It wouldn't do anything else otherwise.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, like, there's no other sets are going to have devoid. Devoid's just for the set, so after the set's done, it's not going to be worth anything.
True. However, we do have to keep in mind there is one of the Titans still out there, and there could always be more Titans than just the 3 that we touched on during the Zendikar arc.
Well, that's true.
Mind you, I'm not going to wager on that, but it is a possibility.
Okay, fair enough. Pyromancer's Assault. That just costs too much, man. Step Glider, Flying Vigilance 2/4 for 5. Weapons Trainer. I absolutely love this card. And then we have a Thought Not Seer.
I thought not.
This kind of reminds me of, like, oh my gosh, the black-white card from Ravnica. I can't remember what it's called, but you get to choose a card and then exile it.
Yeah.
But this one's a permanent exile. And then whenever this leaves the battlefield, they draw a card.
They can go ahead and have another card.
Yeah, you can have another card. I'm gonna take your best one. You can draw that land.
Yeah. Alright. Having another Embodiment of Fury. Void Grafter. Big fan of that one.
There's another one of that.
And an Eldrazi Obligator.
I do like being able to steal a creature with another creature.
Yeah.
Zealous Conscripts made me a big fan.
Yeah, it's effectively your standard 4 or 5 cost, I'm going to take your creature and swing with it. However,
it's also a 3/1 with haste.
Yes, it's also its own body, and the trigger to take only costs 2. So I'm a big fan of this. It won me a game over the weekend.
I wish I would have had it. Alrighty. Roiling Waters. 7-drop, return 2 creatures going to control their hand. Target player draws 2 cards. At 7 mana, it's just too much, man. Then we got another Jiraga or Auxiliary. I love this card. Probably going to see a lot of play on any green-white commander.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely going to see play.
Absolutely.
Void Shatter. I can't express the love of this card again. Dissipate for days. And then Oath of Chandra. This one is super good. I love that it's a lightning strike with on an enchantment. And then if you play another Planeswalker, you get to shock them. I mean, it's value on an enchantment. I love the enchantments that do things.
Like, it's not terrible, but I definitely feel out of the Oath cycle that it is the weakest.
I actually think that the Jace one is the weakest.
Alright. We have another Cinder Barons over here. Grip. Ooh, a Warping Well. We haven't seen one of these yet.
I don't know whether this one's going to see that much play. Just because of, like, the power or toughness 1 or less, counter target sorcery, or a Scion. None of those seem like super strong effects. Unless you're playing against maybe token decks.
True.
You can put like a 1/1 blocker in, or you can exile one of their tokens. But sorcery spell countering doesn't seem like that strong in those kind of formats.
Like, personally, I like it, but I like any card that has modular effects.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of like Brutal Expulsion, but it never got to see play.
True.
It seemed play on like 1 or 2 decks, but that was about it.
And then we have another Deceiver of Forms.
That card's so good. Oh man, that's so pretty.
And I forgot about the foil Mind Melter.
Oh yeah, this card's super good. Exiles a card from their hand for 4 on a 3 cost 2/2. I love this set. Mega Stand. As I said, this card just blew out people all through pre-release. Essence Depleter. This one might see some play in Standard. A 2/3 for 3. That you can pay 1 to colorless and they lose a life, you gain a life. That seems pretty strong. Just being able to swing and then do draining effects. Pretty good. Wall of Resurgence. I absolutely love the 0/6 body for 3. And then going to make a 3/3 land. Thank you. Seagate Wreckage.
Hello, Darkness, my old
I'm
friend.
still not a fan of this card. Why'd you have to be Seagate Wreckage?
It had to be something.
I'd rather have the Worn Reef.
Yeah, true enough. Alright, I have another immolating Glare over here.
Another one of those Essence Depleters. I really want to play that in Standard. I really do.
I'm a big fan of it. Oh, it's a Bailoff pup.
It's a puppy.
Oh, he's a cute little puppy. And
it gets bigger.
it's not a bad card.
And it gets scary.
Yeah, it's not a bad card. I mean, there were a couple times over the weekend where I saw someone earth and arms a Bailoff pup on turn 3. Oh, look. I'm going to swing with
For 5 on
5-3.
turn 3.
Yeah, 5-3 Trampler on turn 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we have another Oath of Chandra.
Oh, Slaughter Drone.
Foil Slaughter Drone.
I seen so many of those the other night.
Well,
It was awful.
you'll see a bunch of the 2-drops in any sealed.
It kind of reminds me of your Sludge Crawler.
Sludge Crawler to real MVP. I saved that thing too.
All right, Prophet of Distortion. I like this card too. 1-2 for 1. Chitinous Cloak. I don't like this one very much. It just doesn't do enough. Flaying Tendrils. That card's pretty good. Zendikar Resurgent. That was the one that I was talking about whenever we didn't have our microphone on. And I like this. Cast a creature spell, draw a card, and you get to double your mana. That seems pretty good.
I had a guy combo out using that because of the Jiraga Auxiliary.
Oh, that's dumb.
Oh, look, I'm going to support.
And then a foiled Netcaster Spider.
Alright, have another Harvester Troll here. Another Mind Melter.
Yes! I love this card.
Glad to finally see one of these. The picture's a little blurry. There we go. Finally got it in focus. Gift of Tusks. This is one of my favorite instances from this set.
It's super good. It kind of reminds me of Pongify from back
Yep.
in the day. Only it's better because it exiles.
Yeah, it's fairly rare to see an ability like this. Like, you generally don't see something like this, but every 3-4 blocks.
It's like, I'm pretty sure that they had that in Time Spiral, was it?
Yeah.
So this is our future-sighted version of Pongify.
True.
Instead of apes, we get elephants.
Close enough, I
Because
suppose.
elephants are relevant, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, then we have another Bearer of Silence.
That will see standard play.
So, will this probably.
Oh, man. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to play Allies. I don't love that it has Vigilance.
Dude, look at the spear.
Oh, that's pretty. Sylvan Advocate and the Spear of many
It doesn't
colors.
even look that good. Like, it doesn't look that good in person, and that drives me insane, because I'm holding the card here in my hand, and it looks infinitely better on this screen.
The camera has better eyes than you.
Well, I wear glasses, so yes, it does.
Immolating Glare. This one's going to be pretty good in Standard. I love it. Now we don't have to rely on Celestial Flare. Another Gift of Tusks.
Sweet.
I do love the flavor text. It's an experience you'll never forget.
Yes. Oh, because you're an elephant.
Devouring Flames. Really wish I could hit like a player with that.
Yeah.
Corrupted Crossroads. I don't think it's going to go up, but I mean, I'll take your word for it. I mean,
By no means am I saying it's going to be a $10 land, no.
I mean,
But
might.
I think it'll make some form of at least minor impact.
I mean, I'll probably pick up a play set, for Standard for right now. But other than that, probably not.
Alright. Got another Make a Stand here. Step Glider. Ruin in Their Wake. I actually like this card.
I like it if you have a waste on the field.
Well,
If
of course.
not, it's a rampant growth if a waste is on the field, and if not,
Technically, it's an exploration map, otherwise. Correct?
not necessarily.
Or
Expedition map.
Christ, words.
Expedition map still puts it in your hand.
Yeah, it'll put it in your hand otherwise.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So, I mean,
I don't think that Tron's going to run it, but
Sifter of Skulls.
because it does search for a basic.
True.
I don't like that one. It just, when it dies... Oh, it's whenever another
Yeah,
non-token...
another
Ooh,
non-token creature dies.
I didn't even know that. 4/3 for 4? That's not too terribly bad.
So it's good at replenishing an empty board and giving you some ramp. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's pretty
it's
good.
not bad.
Especially for casting all those Ulamogs you want to
Yeah.
cast.
All those Ulamog.
All one of them. I love this guy, Seed Guardian. Remember creature cards in your graveyard? I like this card.
Yeah.
3/4 reach. Tranquil Expanse. I love the dual lands too. Unity of Purpose. This one seems like a good wombo card with like mana producers and Jeskai Ascendancy. Like, it
Hasn't
seems...
someone figured out an infinite combo with this in Modern?
There might be. I don't know. But that seems like something the combo would happen with.
Well, it would have to use a creature that taps for mana, a creature with dual casting on it.
Oh, we're getting a little far now. Remorseless Punishment. This, I really like this card, but it just feels so much win more to me.
Yeah.
You already have to be ahead of them to get any kind of value out of it. And then we got a Forest.
Alright. Got another embodiment of Fury here. Another pack with both embodiments.
Hey, another Baloth Null. Same
Null.
pack.
And Feather Skulker.
That might have actually been the exact same pack that
I
I opened.
think it actually was. However, yours did not have a foil containment membrane.
Ah, poo. I do love the surge cost on that. For one red.
Yes.
That's or one blue. Oh, can't collar. Oh, I'm
Disregard
so bad.
Wooburg, blurred out collars.
Alright, before I go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and show this one. I'm glad this one's back. Bonesaw. Thank you for making every surge card awesome.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw is ready. Cyclone Sire. I wonder if this is going to see standard. I really hope so.
I think it could.
I really do. Storm Chaser Mage. This one is bonkers.
It's about time we found one of those.
Flying Haste Prowess 1/3. Spatial Contortion +3 -3 turns it into a 5/1 flyer with haste. This card is going to hit standard, modern, probably legacy too.
It's already starting out at $3. A $3 uncommon before release. And I don't think it will go down anytime soon.
Oh, it's super good. Tears of Valakut, another Ojutai killer. And then Eily, Eternal Pilgrim. This one screams commander for days. Cleric, black-white clerics, they love you. Especially a 2-drop for 2/3 death touch. Yeah, she'll make everyone happy. Now, the sacrifice another creature, gain life. With Felidar Sovereign being in standard, run big butt creatures.
Yeah.
Just win with Felidar Sovereign. Okay. And then an island.
Alright. Have one of our favorite 1-drops from the set. Little Tiny Prophet. Flaying Tendril, Step Glider, and Kozilek.
Oh, look at you. You get the Kozilek.
Finally got to the big fatty.
Hey, you leave me out of this.
Alright, now, I know I'm a fan of the Kozilek, but I know that you're a bigger fan of the Kozilek, so why don't you tell everyone your thoughts?
Okay, Kozilek, I think, is going to hit Legacy like a truck. You play Show and Tell, place down Kozilek. Now, if your opponent wants to Force of Will you, they have to discard a blue card or exile a blue card, pay a life to cast their Force of Will. You discard your Force of Will to counter theirs. Any kind of 0-cost spell they cast, like a Pact of Negation or a Slaughter Pact, you can discard a land and counter it. This thing is going to be good.
It has very strong implications.
I want to make it work so bad. It's one of my dreams to make that work. All right, we got Grip of the Royal. Oh, come on, camera! Don't do this to me.
Oh, we were doing so well.
We were. Oh no, my fingers are getting put in focus and not the card. Stop this. All right, Grip of the Royal. Baloth Pup.
Puppy.
Hits a little puppy.
Oh, puppy.
Warping Will.
Eldrazi Charm.
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't think it's going to be as good as everyone else thinks, but whatever. Oath of Jace. This is the one that I do not like. You get it, enters a battlefield, draw 3 cards, discard 2. That's okay for 3. But that scry where X is the number of planeswalkers you control, you can only have so many planeswalkers out. It just doesn't seem good to me.
I mean, any effect that gives you a scry per turn, that's a fantastic effect.
It's not going to give you a scry unless you have a planeswalker.
True.
And if you're turn 3 Oath of Jacing, you're not
Well, I mean, realistically, you're not going to be running that without a planeswalker.
Well, that's fair, true enough.
Or doing some antics, because I'm always up for some antics.
Spatial Contortion.
Hello, old friend.
A Storm Chaser Mage is getting pretty happy.
And we have another
Stone Clamp creature.
Yep.
I do hate the fact that if you have that on the field, and then you run run the Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp doesn't kill off the creature anymore.
Exactly. Thanks, Skull Clamp.
Submerged Boneyard, the blue-black dual land, Flare Drone. This such value on a creature. Stoneforge Acolyte. I think this will see standard play. I really do. 1-2 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain's Claws. Thank you, Bramaz, for being such a good friend. And then a Montagna.
Montagna.
My name is Inigo Montagna.
Tony Montagna.
Tony Montagna.
Hello, Prophet. Have another Void Grafter. Another Acolyte. And we have a Reality Smasher.
Alright, this card, I love it. Just it becomes a target of a spell your opponent controls. Counter unless they discard a card. So if they're in top deck mode, they're not getting rid of this card ever.
It simply exists.
Now, they can get rid of it with an ability, but usually if there are no cards in hand, the abilities on the field are not going to help them at all.
True.
And the fact that it has Trample and Haste for 5. Oh, man. It's super good.
The Eldrazi appear to be all about value.
Alrighty. Next one is Harvester Troll, because he's a troll.
That is a troll.
Our next card is Walker of the Waste. Maybe see standard, maybe not. I have no idea on this one yet, but he does get +1/+1 for each waste you control.
Yeah.
And has Trample. Starts out at 4/4 for 5. Mind Melter. Thank you, friend. He is such friend. And then we have another of the Obligators. I wish I would have opened this during pre-release. So badly do I wish I would have opened
My
that.
singular Obligator did work.
And then a Plains. I wish I knew the word for plains in Spanish. I don't know.
I used to remember.
But I said Montagna, and I wish I could say the plains too.
Come on, focus.
Allied Reinforcements. 2/2 White Knights.
Is this the first one we've seen of this?
Oh, we seen it earlier. We didn't go over it very much.
Yeah, it's a judgment.
Please.
Should have been an instant.
Should have been an instant.
Reflector Mage. Could have had Flash, although it's still pretty
It
good.
doesn't really matter.
And we have
Jury in Ruin Diver. I think that is going to be an awesome commander card. I also think it'll probably see a little bit of play in standard. Not much, but some.
Imagine the hilarity of this thing being played against a werewolf commander.
Yeah.
Someone simply wins that matchup, and it's not the werewolves.
And it's not the werewolves.
It's not the werewolf.
It's Mr. Merfolk Wizard. I'm glad Merfolks came back. I love Merfolk.
It's nice seeing merfolk show up every few blocks.
Kazul's Toll Collector. Another Harvester Troll. Malakir Soothsayer. We have not seen any of the tap for 2 untap or 2/2 zombie. Ruins of Warren Reef. This is what Seagate Wreckage should have been.
Yes.
It should have been this. Unfortunately, it was not. But this is such a good card. And then a Swamp.
Alright. Have another of the embodiments. No double embodiment this time. Got a Cliffhaven Vampire instead. A Malakir Soothsayer. And then going back to what you were just saying about the 2/2 zombies. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen at some time.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that Cohort, you can just sit there on your creatures that don't have to swing, and then your opponent doesn't do anything, you can tap to make a zombie.
I think it's a decent mechanic for Standard. I don't think we'll see it in anything older than Standard, though.
Probably not, just because it's tap and untapped ally.
True. Mind you, changelings are a thing, and mutavaults, and things like
Well,
that.
Mutavault's okay, Mutavault's a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing. Huh. I didn't
So, I
even think
mean,
about
there
that.
are options. However, I don't think any of the cohort effects are strong enough for you to justify running them in a changeling deck. That's just my input.
No, not at all. Alrighty, our next one is Walker of the Waste. 4/4 for 5 trample, +1/+1 for each land, called Waste. Another Storm Chaser Mage. I keep opening up $3 cards because that's all my problem. I absolutely love this card, and the art's pretty freaking sweet too. Kind of reminds me of Jeskai.
Yeah.
Next card is another Warping Whale.
Eldrazi Charm.
And then another Fall of the Titan. Really want this card to see a lot of play. Just so it jumps in price and then I can sell all mine. And then a Force to go with it. Botanica.
Alright, gonna speed up the process a little bit because we're starting to get into a bunch of duplicate. Alright, and we have, what, this is the third Corrupted Crossroads?
This is the third one. Have you noticed?
Well, I was gonna show off this foil, but,
it doesn't really foil very well, now does it?
but will it foil?
No.
This one, no. Thanks.
This one, no. Alright, this is one we haven't seen. Embodiment of Fury.
I
Oh,
think
did we see that one? Okay, yeah, we did see that one.
one.
Oh, the Trample.
Alright,
Void Grafter. Tears of Valakut. Matter Reshaper. This one's good. Did we ever go over this one?
yes.
Aw.
Well, we covered over it a little bit. You
Yeah.
didn't really give your input on it, though.
I don't have an input. It's just more things for cheap.
Alright. Think we'll see any new cards in this pack?
Probably not. Unless we
Well,
open...
what a coincidence, because I also thought not.
Oh, that was awful.
It was awful. We're running out of packs and we're running out of one-liners. Send help.
I revoke your chances to do this anymore. Null Caller. I don't remember seeing this one. This one's actually pretty good too. 2/4 for 4. Pay 4 exile creature card, get a 2/2 zombie. Man, there's a lot of zombies going on in this set.
Well, to be fair, everything is dying.
Yeah, Cinder Barons. Well, they're not necessarily turning into zombies. They're turning into wastes.
Apparently, they're turning into zombies.
Reckless Hunter. I like this one too. Pay 3, make it a 4/4 trample.
I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it'll. Oh!
Oh, look at
Oh.
that. This one's so good. Why can they not make a cheap Chandra? She's a 6 mana. Oh, no. But this one actually is pretty good.
The effects, I love all the effects on this.
+1, you get 2 3/1 elementals with haste. That's good. 0, discard all the cards in your hand. Draw that many +1. Holy crap. And -X deals X damage to each creature. She's a board wipe. She's creature advantage. And she's card advantage. In red.
She does it all.
She does everything. This card will definitely see play. That's just phenomenal. And then we have a foil Unity of Purpose.
Is that one foil?
That one does foil, especially in just the armor and the hand. That's about it. So sad. That Chandra was pretty.
I don't think we have anything new in my pack. We have another Essence Depleter, Submerged Boneyard. We've seen a Thought Harvester, haven't we?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I can get it to focus so we can talk about it.
Whenever
for a
you
second.
cast a colorless spell, target opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. That's not bad. 2/4 flyer for 4, 3 in a blue.
Yeah.
That's pretty nifty.
What is terrible is not being able to focus the camera.
You get that in a small town.
Yep.
Zendikar Resurgent.
Oh, now the camera focuses. Thanks, camera.
It just didn't like that picture.
Apparently not. Thought not.
Immolating Glare. Hey, I like that picture. Essence Depleter. I love this card too.
Yes.
Baloth Pup. Aww. And then Sifter of Skulls. Oh, that's another one of the whenever a non-token creature dies.
Yeah, it's that one dude.
Yeah, that dude. And then a foil Kozilek Shrieker. I wonder if that's pretty full. Ooh,
It is.
that water. Oh, that glare.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry, people.
I was a huge fan of that card in Limited.
What's that? Oh, that's just a Scion. Okay. I was like, whoa,
Surprise.
what is that token? I've not seen that one before.
Alright. We have another Seed Guardian here. Green, white Tapland. Unity of Purpose. And a Stoneforge Masterwork.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Coat of Arms on an equipment.
Yep.
And it's gonna see play. Whether it's gonna be good or not, that's for other people to decide. But I really want to play.
This is something that could be made good. You just have to put it in the right kind of...
Especially a 1-drop.
Yeah.
And a 2 equipped. That's feasible for standard. Especially when we had a bunch of swords that cost 3 and equipped 3.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we have Embodiment of Fury. He's angry. Stoneforge Acolyte, definitely will see standard. Press into service. Support 2 and a steel effect. I'm a fan. Then we have another Brimaz artifact. I'm never going to call this thing Captain's Calls. It's
But you just did.
You leave me alone. I will always call it Brimaz Claws. That is the second foil Sylvan Advocate.
We've seen 4 of these.
We just got a play set in 2 boxes.
Sweet.
I'm okay with this.
Hey, we're not done with the boxes either. We've got what? 4 packs apiece?
I've got 4 packs.
All right. Got another Toll Collector. Another Nissa's Judgment.
Instant, please.
Player Drone. And Oath of Gideon.
See, now I pulled that card in pre-release as a promo, and then I pulled another one out of the pack. That thing is not bad if you think of it as a 3-drop, put 2 1/1 allies into play.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
If you look at it as a token producer, it's not a bad token producer.
It's definitely not bad at all, and they're allies.
Yes.
That helps rally real well. And if you have planeswalkers to go with it, then that's icing. All right, Pyromancer's Assault. Sorry about the glare, guys, or the out of focusness. Step Glider.
No, we're doing what we can. Unfortunately,
Weapons
that's not
Trainer.
much.
This card's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we have Munda's Vanguard. I like it in sealed or limited. I do not like it in anything else. It underperforms in everything that I've ever tried to play. Tap and untap ally control, counters on each creature you control. That's a strong effect. But at 5, it's just not playable. It's just really not.
I don't know. I'm not going to make a very heavy argument for it because I pretty much agree with you, but playing devil's advocate per the norm, what if there is, let's say, 1 or 2 hardened scales on the field?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
It's all about comboing the pieces together.
Who's running hardened scales anymore?
Not me. I don't know what standard is. Vile Redeemer.
See, we already went over that, didn't we?
Yeah. That's why I didn't really give much input.
Alrighty. Grip of the Royal is our next one. Tap target creature, doesn't attack its controller's next untap step. Draw a card for 3 and a surge of 2.
Are we really just now seeing that card?
I actually think, I don't think I remember seeing it.
2 boxes later.
Unity of Purpose. A little combo card going on. Immobilizer Eldrazi. I really wish this thing would focus. Alright. And then we have another one of the Drawn as Chosen. The tap and untapped ally you control. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature in the battlefield tapped. And then an island.
Alright.
So I'm kind of waiting to see if we get any expeditions in the last 5 packs of these boxes.
I mean, it's possible, but I'm not holding my breath.
I'm really hoping. No, it's not looking good at all. But, we can hope.
I mean...
It's the puppy.
Oh, puppy. And
oh, my
another
goodness,
Chandra.
another Chandra. Okay.
If only we could have pulled the Nissa.
Yeah. I'm okay with 2 Chandras in 2 boxes.
Oh, I am as well.
Don't
think I'm complaining.
I actually think Chandra will... what is she now, 20? I think she's at 20 right now, and the Nissa's at 30. I actually think it'll go up a bit.
It's expensive.
Relief Captain. Come on. There you go.
What a relief.
That's no jokes. Lol.
Hey, another thing we haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah, 2/1 for 1. You lose a life unless you control another colorless creature. Just play 4 of these, and then just start swinging.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty good for a 1-drop. Havoc Sower. And then we have Hissing Quagmire. It's Quagmire. No. But I really do like the Death Touch, but I'm just going to be blocking with it. I'm not going to be using it to attack or anything.
Right. Alright. We have a Walker of the Waste again. Another Storm Chaser Mage.
That's 3 for 2 boxes.
Yeah, always glad to see this show up. Eldrazi Charm.
I've seen too many of those.
And another Call of the Gatewatch.
Please tell me there's a foil.
Nope.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Unless that mountain magically turns foil.
It's a good thing that was not a draft pack. Alright, this is my last pack,
Wait,
gentlemen.
why so? There was a storm chaser made.
Oh, well, Storm Trick. Okay, yeah. I was just thinking about the call of the Gatewatch. Birthing Honk.
I heard you say honk.
Cliffhaven Vampire.
Birthing honk.
Birthing Honk. Mind Melter. I'll be surprised if this is C standard. And then we have Tread Defiler. We already talked about that earlier. It's kind of lackluster in its ability. In its ability, it's good, but the cost is just
The cost hinders it too
bleh.
much.
And then a Scion
Does it
Summoner.
foil?
It kind of foils.
Kind of, almost.
Almost.
I do love all the Eldrazi that are foil, just because of the borders, or lack thereof, per
Well,
se.
yeah, and then a Plains, and then a Scion. Oh, I'm sad.
Alright. Alright. I've already looked at this. I can tell you that there's not an expedition here, unfortunately, so
Oh, you had to ruin it, Dave. And bought him in a fury.
I'm a cheater, what can I say?
Press into
However,
service.
we do get to end on something we haven't covered yet.
Oh, Miracle, I love this card.
I love this card to death.
Okay, I really think that this card can make an infinite combo with Tron in some sort of way. Being able to cast an Emrakul, playing a Miracle, getting the Emrakul, sack the original Emrakul.
Here's the issue. I actually had this discussion earlier. The take an extra turn is a cast trigger, not an ETB trigger.
That's the thing. Well, you have Mirror Pool, you make a copy, shuffle the original back in, and then you have Eye of Ugin to search out.
True.
But I just don't see how.
It would have to be a really...
You have to have a lot of mana.
You'd have to have a lot of mana, and it would take a lot of combo pieces. One of them being Crucible of Worlds, because you have to get the Mirror Pool back every turn before the extra turn.
Well, now that I think about it, Mirror Pool kind of goes into the graveyard before Emrakul does, so it gets shuffled back in. Man, and there's no way to shoot. Well, I tried.
Yeah, I'll bet this makes an insanely beautiful foil, though.
Oh, I guarantee it. Oh, now that I think about it, the copy target instant or sorcery.
Yeah.
Well, they might be able to stick that in like some kind of storm or Delver.
Yeah.
Like with Monastery Swift Spear, play Titan Strength, copy Titan Strength, kill them. I mean, that's a possibility. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it could. I'm kind of pulling at straws to try to make this card better. But I do like that you can make copies.
It's versatile, and I appreciate any card that is versatile.
Commander loves this card, though.
Commander loves everything.
Commander does love everything.
But Commander especially loves cards like this.
Which Cloud Post was still a thing. Alrighty, gentlemen, that was the end of the opening of the Oath of Gatewatch boxes. Anything y'all are interested in, send us a message. We'll get back to you. See if prices are right and everything like that. So, alrighty, you all have a good day and have a good one.